the definition of burlesque? You don't say anything because I told you. You don't say anything because
I teach a whole damn class.
I mean,
a lot.
close. The original meaning of burlesque is vaudeville. So that means you will not only see stripping, you will see everything that you would see at a vaudeville show, be it magic, poetry, run the gamut of entertainment. So when burlesque first started, it was vaudeville. So now we're going to keep with that tradition and bring up a poet. Told you, lots of surprises, friend, lots of surprises. The them fatale of poetry and the poet laureate of Atlanta burlesque. Did you need that candy right now?
I'll take some chocolate.
How much money you got? I gotta get a plane ticket. I need $282. I'm just, there is an OnlyFans. I have a menu. What would you like?
I'm shy. We gotta talk about this in private.
I charge people to speak with me. My time is very valuable. All right.
That's $20 right now.
Right. Y'all are in debt. Hey, are we ready to bring up the amazing, the incomparable Jordyn King? All right. Because boundaries are important. Yes, boundaries are very important to me. Protecting oneself is very important. So, I'm going to let Jordyn do what Jordyn does, but sometimes, give me the goddamn candy. Because I haven't eaten all day. So, some of the material that Jordyn presents us is amazing always, but sometimes it may hit a spot that is uncomfortable for some. I want you all to respect your personal space and your boundaries. Feel free to excuse yourself because now of all times is the time we need to protect our mental health. Yes. So, Jordyn is going to tell you some things. If you need to leave, it's fine. I've done it before and I didn't see the show. Protect yourself, respect yourself.
And also respect others, so leave quietly and
Yes.
do not speak during the phone.
Don't flip over tables. Don't open candy. I love them, it's okay. All right, are we ready, friends?
Yes!
All right, so let's take a deep breath in. Take a deep breath out. I can make you do that for $50. You're welcome. You started it.
I did.
I'm trained to do the job I'm doing right now. Jordyn.
I love it.
Okay, McDonald's. Are you ready, Jordyn?
Yeah, let's go.
Let's do it, friend.
All right, everybody. So before I get started, two things. One, how's everyone feeling tonight? Now, real quick for me, raise your hand if you voted.
Yeah!
Oh, beautiful. Beautiful. I love that so much. Now I don't have to do the like poem where like I get on y'all's ass about going out and voting. I love that. Which leads me directly into my second point. I was a bad poet and wrote a poem very specifically this morning that I thought I'd get memorized by tonight. It didn't happen. Yeah, so that's like a thing. Everyone say bad poet. No, listen, you can love me as much as you want. I did a bad thing and I deserve to be punished. Alright, So what I'm going to do is, real quick, I'm going to give you guys a real quick poll. This is the closest thing I get to audience interaction, because I'm a poet. I have to use this mic so that I can be heard by everyone. So audience interaction point. If you want me to do the poem that I wrote today,
Yes.
even though I will be reading it off my phone, give me some snaps.
Do it.
Before this voting, we need to know both of our options. We do not blindly vote here.
And if you guys want me to instead do a poem that is memorized, a little bit older, a little bit happier, go ahead and give me snaps for the happy poem.
Happy, happy, happy.
Ooh. All right. So you guys want to hurt a little bit? You guys okay with hurting a little bit? All right. Okay. Trigger warning for the following things, because this is important. Daddy issues. Adoption. Trans things. And in general, I'm pretty good at making people cry, so let me know if you cry or if you tear up at the end of this. Poem title, A Letter to My Mother, my father. My mother used to say I talked just like him. In fact, she used to say everything about the way that I walked, talked, and behaved was just like my father. So at night, I used to look in the mirror before bed and tell my reflection good night. And I'd imagine that that was how he would say it to me. My father was gone before my first birthday came. And yet everything about me, from the name on my birth certificate to my very first words, were always all about him. And sometimes I wonder if that's really why I changed my name. My ex-boyfriend once said that trans girls are just boys who had a bad relationship with their father. Isn't that stupid? And I know that that's just some transphobic ass bullshit, but I also know that I have always hated the name that I was given, and I've always hated the person that gave it to me, and it feels so poetic to have killed and buried the most tangible connection to my father that I have. When I was younger, I'd imagine that my mother looked at me and saw him. I imagined that my mother saw me open my mouth and heard his voice come out of it. Did he ever say, I love you to her? Did he ever mean it? Does my mother ever wish that he didn't? The last time I talked to my father, I was 16. I had gone to tell him that I was non-binary, and that conversation broke his nose and left me with a black eye. And he said, hey, keep taking care of your mother and all of your sisters. You're still the man of that house. And I told him, what did he know about being a man besides running away from all of his responsibilities and breaking promises to all of the people that depended on him? I told him that I was more of a man than he would ever be, and I spent most of my time in skirts, dresses, and stilettos. I told him that I had no interest in what he thought about my manhood because I was not a man, and you would do well to remember that, asshole, because you did not raise me, and I will beat you like a stranger off the street if you ever fix your lips to misgender me again. Yeah. The scariest thing about a deadbeat dead name. The scariest thing about a deadbeat dead name is how it still taunts you, still sticks around in all of those small spaces. And the New Year's cards from those family members you don't talk to too much anymore. Those bank statements old yearbooks. Every now and again, my hands twitch with the remembering of a signature that they haven't quite forgotten how to spell out yet. When I told my mother that I found a new name, she was so happy for me. We celebrated, debated spelling. I spelled Jordyn with a Y. And we reveled in this brand new step forward, and over a glass of Moscato that night, she voiced a fear of mine, one that has echoed, a tiny voice playing in the back of my head every single day for 6 years now. She said, "You know, changing your name won't get rid of him." I smiled, took a sip of my wine and said, "I know, but it's a start." The voice that comes out is entirely 100% my own.
Let's keep it going for Jordyn Payne.